"Let's eat the babies," said no one ever. Enter Jonathan Swift, who in 1729, right in the middle of Ireland's economic crisis, suggested exactly that. He had a full government policy document proposing the consumption of Irish babies. On paper, everything sounded well and good. Alas. Now you might be thinking, was this the potato famine? No, that comes later. 116 years later to be specific. Ireland was just having a regular old bad time. Ireland in 1729 was being systematically gutted by English economic policy. Absentee landlords owned the land, extracted rent from the poor Irish, and sent the money back to England. The English were already consuming them, just not literally. Swift looked at this situation and did what any reasonable person would do. And he wrote down a 4-page government proposal about eating babies. The proposal is about 4 pages long, and it's about one of the most civil cases for cannibalism ever written. He had numbers, he had economic projections to back his claim, and a cost per child with the optimal age for consumption. He even addresses concerns about the impact on marriage rates. The man was really thorough with his proposal, and he never breaks, not once. The entire thing reads like a genuine policy paper submitted by a very reasonable man who just happens to be recommending infanticide. Swift was not suggesting anyone actually eat babies, he was just furious. If you were horrified by the proposal, Swift wanted you to ask yourself, why the f was he still writing after the "let's eat the babies" part? However, that was beside the point. The English were already consuming in Ireland, the landlords were already extracting everything, and the poor were already starving. Swift just made it so literal that you could not look away. Every time a government proposes something that would devastate the actual people, but frames it as an economic necessity and a rational solution, a difficult one but a necessary one. That is the same move by English people, just in a different time. The language of reasonableness dressed over something that should be immediately recognizable as horrifying. The governments have been doing this for centuries. Swift figured this out in 1729 and wrote 4 pages about eating babies to prove it. A modest proposal is a few pages long and you can read it in one afternoon. It is free online on sites like archive.org and Project Gutenberg, and you'll understand satire better than most of your peers. After reading it, you'll start seeing Swift's logic everywhere, which is either very funny or very depressing depending on your Thursday. Short one today. A modest proposal is about 4 pages long, free on Project Gutenberg, so I suggest you read it. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It costs nothing, unlike the economic policies we just discussed.